I'm not talking about today's worthless fad teas or empty health ads. I'm talking about real natural herbs that have been used for centuries and that science now recognizes have powerful blood sugar benefits. Millions of people with diabetes wake up every day struggling with the same struggle, managing their blood sugar, taming cravings, avoiding spikes and crashes, and staying ahead of complications. It's exhausting, it's frustrating, and sometimes it feels like nothing's working. What if your journey to better control didn't have to be so difficult? What if a warm, comforting cup of tea, yes, tea, could help you regain your balance and take back control? In this video, you'll discover 3 powerful herbal teas that every diabetic should consider sipping on a daily basis. These aren't just your favorite drinks. These are teas backed by clinical research that have been proven to lower blood sugar, improve insulin sensitivity, and even support weight loss and heart health. By the end of this video, you'll not only know which 3 teas to drink, but you'll also understand why they work, how to prepare them for maximum benefits, and when to drink them during the day for the most powerful results. So don't skip it, because missing even one part of this could mean missing out on the natural support your body has been craving. If you're serious about your health, your energy, and your future, stay tuned and subscribe. This could be the most important moment you'll ever spend for yourself today. Let's start with a tea that's probably already in your kitchen cabinet, but chances are you've underestimated its power. Cinnamon tea. Yes, that sweet warm spice we sprinkle on oatmeal or toast. But did you know that when steeped into tea, cinnamon becomes a potent blood sugar warrior? Now imagine this. You wake up in the morning. Your blood sugar tends to spike after breakfast. Sound familiar? But what if, before your first bite, you sip on a warm cup of cinnamon tea? Studies show that cinnamon can help reduce fasting blood glucose levels and improve insulin sensitivity. It literally helps your body use insulin more effectively. Why does this matter? Because insulin resistance is one of the core challenges in type 2 diabetes. And by helping your cells respond better to insulin, cinnamon tea doesn't just lower sugar in the moment, it supports long-term stability. But wait, there's more. Cinnamon also slows down how fast food moves from your stomach to your intestines. That means fewer sugar crashes, fewer cravings, and more stable energy throughout your day. All from a cup of tea. Still skeptical? A 2020 study published in the journal Phytomedicine showed that daily intake of cinnamon significantly lowered HbA1c levels in people with type 2 diabetes over just 12 weeks. That's not just anecdotal. That's science catching up with what traditional medicine knew centuries ago. And let's not forget the emotional side. There's something comforting about the scent of cinnamon. It reminds us of home, warmth, comfort. And in your diabetes journey, emotional peace is just as important as physical balance. So, the next time you're about to reach for that sugary latte, pause, brew a cup of cinnamon tea instead. Your body and your blood sugar will thank you. Now, let's talk about a tea that doesn't just warm your body. It awakens it from the inside out. Ginger tea. You've probably had it when you were sick. Maybe for nausea, maybe for a sore throat. But ginger tea holds secrets that go far beyond common colds. And for diabetics, it's nothing short of a natural miracle. Let me paint a picture. You just had lunch. You're feeling sluggish, a little foggy. Your blood sugar is on the rise, and you know that post-meal spike is coming. But what if you reach for a cup of ginger tea instead of that sugary soda or even plain water? Here's what happens. Ginger helps slow down carbohydrate digestion by inhibiting certain enzymes in your gut. That means glucose enters your bloodstream more gradually, and your body doesn't get overwhelmed by sudden sugar surges. And that's just the beginning. Scientific studies show that ginger increases glucose uptake in muscle cells without needing more insulin. Think about that for a second. Your muscles pulling sugar from your bloodstream more efficiently, naturally. It's like giving your body a gentle nudge in the right direction, without harsh medications or energy crashes. One study published in the Iranian Journal of Pharmaceutical Research showed that taking just 2 grams of ginger powder daily for 12 weeks significantly lowered fasting blood sugar and HbA1c in people with type 2 diabetes. But beyond numbers and charts, ginger tea is also a source of comfort. It soothes inflammation, calms your stomach, and even lifts your mood. For many diabetics struggling with digestive issues or fatigue, ginger is a reliable companion in daily self-care. And there's more. Have you ever noticed how ginger creates a slight burning warmth in your chest? That's circulation improving. That's your metabolism waking up. That's healing from the inside out. So here's a question for you. What if managing your diabetes didn't have to taste like restriction, but like warmth, clarity, and energy? Try 1 cup of ginger tea with your next meal and pay attention to how you feel after. Not just your glucose, but your gut, your energy, your mood. It's all connected, and ginger knows exactly how to bring it all into harmony. Now imagine this. A deep red tea swirling in your cup, releasing a tangy aroma that fills the air with a hint of something exotic. It looks luxurious, it feels refreshing. But what if I told you it could also help lower your blood sugar and protect your heart? That's hibiscus tea. And it's not just pretty, it's powerful. Let's start with the science. Hibiscus contains natural compounds called anthocyanins. These give the tea its vibrant color, and they also happen to be potent antioxidants. For people living with diabetes, that's big news, because oxidative stress plays a huge role in insulin resistance and chronic inflammation. One study published in the Journal of Complementary and Integrative Medicine found that drinking hibiscus tea for just 4 weeks significantly reduced fasting blood sugar, triglycerides, and LDL cholesterol in people with type 2 diabetes. But wait, there's more. High blood pressure is one of the most dangerous complications for diabetics. And guess what hibiscus tea does? It acts like a gentle, natural ACE inhibitor, relaxing blood vessels, improving circulation, and bringing blood pressure down in a safe and steady way. No side effects, no hidden costs, just nature working in your favor. Now let's step into your daily life. Imagine starting your evening with a warm, ruby-colored tea that doesn't just taste good, it brings your numbers down and your tension with it. You're not just drinking a beverage, you're choosing self-care. You're giving your body a signal, I see you, I'm supporting you. And let's not ignore the emotional layer. Living with diabetes can feel like constantly being on alert, counting carbs, reading labels, checking levels. But hibiscus tea offers a moment of peace, a ritual, a pause in the chaos. It's tart, bold, and just a little bit floral. It wakes up your senses and gives you something to look forward to. So here's something to think about. What if your favorite evening tea didn't just help you relax, but also helped you heal? 1 cup of hibiscus tea a day might be the small, beautiful change your routine has been missing. And when small habits stack up, that's when transformation begins. Let's take a moment and zoom out. You've just discovered cinnamon tea, a natural way to support insulin. Ginger tea, your fiery ally for digestion and inflammation. And hibiscus tea, a calming herbal that helps lower blood pressure and protect your heart. But here's the real key. It's not just what each tea does alone, it's how they work together day after day. Managing diabetes isn't about one magic fix. It's about small daily wins, the choices that stack up to real change. Start your morning with cinnamon tea and you're signaling to your body, I'm ready to balance today's sugar. Sip ginger tea midday, not just for energy, but to soothe inflammation and boost insulin sensitivity. And in the evening, wind down with hibiscus tea. It calms your body, helps lower pressure, and prepares you for restful sleep. Morning, midday, night. These aren't just herbal drinks. They're healing habits, a rhythm of wellness you can repeat day after day. Could just 15 minutes a day of intentional care change your energy, your mindset, your blood sugar? Absolutely. Because with each cup, you're building a new pattern, replacing stress with calm, swapping overwhelm for simple, natural power. No prescriptions, no complex routines, just 3 moments, 3 herbal allies, and one quiet message to yourself. I'm worth this. You've worked hard, you care. Now it's time to let healing feel peaceful, even beautiful. One cup at a time. Let's pause for a moment, because if you're like most people managing diabetes, you're probably wondering, these teas sound great, but are they really safe for me? That's a valid question. And I'm glad you're asking. Because the truth is, natural doesn't always mean harmless. Even herbal teas can have side effects if they're overused, misused, or mixed with the wrong medications. Let's break it down. Cinnamon tea, for instance, is powerful. It mimics insulin and helps lower blood sugar. But too much of it, especially the cassia variety, can stress your liver due to a compound called coumarin. So what's the smart move? Stick to 1 to 2 cups a day, preferably using Ceylon cinnamon, which is the safer, low coumarin type. Green tea? It's loaded with antioxidants and energizes the body. But yes, it also contains caffeine. For most, that's no big deal. But if you're sensitive to caffeine or prone to anxiety, heart palpitations, or insomnia, limit your intake to early in the day. And if you're on blood thinners like warfarin, check with your doctor first. Green tea's vitamin K can interfere. Then we have hibiscus tea, a deep red, floral brew that lowers blood pressure beautifully. But what if you're already on meds for hypertension? Double lowering can lead to dizziness or fatigue. That's why monitoring is key. Start small. Listen to your body and let your physician know you're adding hibiscus to your routine. But here's the beautiful part. These risks are manageable. They don't mean you should avoid these teas altogether. They just mean you should be intentional, just like you already are with your food, your medication, and your lifestyle. After all, everything we do to support our health should come from a place of wisdom, not fear. And remember this, these teas aren't drugs, they're support tools. They're not here to replace your doctor, but to work with your body gently and naturally. They're not magic, but they're meaningful, one mindful sip at a time. So the next time you reach for that tea bag, do it not out of anxiety or confusion, but with confidence, because you've done your research. You've listened to your body, and now you're moving forward from a place of knowledge. In a world full of complicated rules and scary headlines, that kind of empowerment, it's rare, it's powerful, and most importantly, it's yours. So now you know what to drink and why. But here's the thing. Even the most powerful tea can lose its magic if you brew it the wrong way. Let's get this part right, because small tweaks here can make a big difference in how these teas affect your blood sugar, your energy, and your overall health. Cinnamon tea, Ceylon. Forget powdered cinnamon in hot water, it's not the same. What you want is the real deal, Ceylon cinnamon sticks. How to brew it properly? Break 1 stick in half. Boil 2 cups of water, then add the cinnamon. Simmer for 10 to 15 minutes until the water turns a warm amber. Let it cool slightly before sipping. Want a bonus? Add a slice of fresh ginger while it simmers. Ginger not only enhances flavor, it supports digestion and has anti-inflammatory properties. Win-win. Pro tip. Drink this tea 30 minutes before meals to help stabilize post-meal blood sugar spikes. Green tea, organic, unsweetened. Green tea is delicate. Treat it with care. Most common mistake? Using boiling water. That burns the leaves and kills nutrients. Here's what to do instead. Heat water until just below boiling, around 160 to 180 degrees Fahrenheit, 70 to 80 degrees Celsius. Steep 1 teaspoon of green tea, or 1 tea bag, for 2 to 3 minutes max. Too long? It turns bitter. Too short? You miss the goodness. Want a gentle flavor upgrade? Add a few fresh mint leaves or a slice of lemon. But skip the sugar, obviously. We're aiming for stability, not spikes. When to drink? mid-morning or early afternoon. It's great for a gentle energy boost without crashing like coffee. 3. Hibiscus tea, dried petals. Bold, tangy, naturally caffeine-free. A diabetic-friendly nightcap. Here's how to do it right. Add 1 tablespoon of dried hibiscus petals to 2 cups of boiling water. Turn off the heat and let it steep covered for 10 to 15 minutes. Strain and enjoy warm, or refrigerate for a refreshing iced version. Want to elevate it? Add a cinnamon stick, or a slice of orange peel while it steeps, or a splash of fresh lime juice after cooling. Vitamin C meets vibrant taste. Caution: it may lower blood pressure, so if you're already on medication for that, start with small amounts and monitor how you feel. Final brewing tips: avoid metal pots for steeping herbal teas. Go for ceramic, glass, or stainless steel. Don't reboil old tea. Always use fresh water. And most importantly, don't chug. Sip slowly, mindfully. Each cup is more than hydration. It's a healing act, a moment of control in your day. Because healing isn't always loud. Sometimes it's as simple as boiling water, steeping a plant, and choosing yourself. You've got your teas. You know how to brew them. But here's a question no one really answers. When exactly should I drink them? Can I drink more than one in a day? Will they work better at night, morning, or with meals? Great questions. And your daily timing matters more than you think. Morning. Green tea for metabolic kickstart. Start your day between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. with a warm cup of green tea. Why this window? Because your cortisol is naturally elevated in the early morning. No need for extra caffeine from coffee. Green tea gives a gentle energy boost without the crash. Plus, the antioxidants like EGCG support insulin sensitivity and fat metabolism. Right from the start of your day. Pro tip: pair it with a high-protein breakfast, eggs, avocado toast, or Greek yogurt. Avoid sugary cereals. We're not undoing the tea's work, remember? Before lunch or dinner. Cinnamon tea for blood sugar control. Cinnamon tea works best when consumed 20 to 30 minutes before a carb-heavy meal. Why? Because it helps your body regulate the post-meal blood sugar spike that most diabetics struggle with. Eating rice, pasta, or bread? Drink cinnamon tea beforehand. This small habit can dramatically flatten glucose curves over time, making you feel more in control, less sluggish after eating. Important: only use Ceylon cinnamon, not cassia. Cassia contains high levels of coumarin, which can be harmful in large amounts. Evening wind down. Hibiscus tea for calm and clean up. After dinner, when the sun is down, the kitchen is closed, and you're ready to unplug, reach for hibiscus tea. Between 8 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. is ideal. It's caffeine-free, so it won't disturb your sleep. And it supports both blood pressure and cholesterol balance, which often go hand in hand with diabetes. Want to make this moment feel special? Light a candle. Use your favorite mug. Make it your self-care signal. Because healing doesn't always look like medicine. Sometimes it looks like a quiet moment, a warm cup, and no notifications. But wait, can you drink all 3 in one day? Yes, absolutely. In fact, when timed right, they complement each other beautifully. Morning equals green tea metabolism and energy. Pre-meal cinnamon tea glucose balance. Night hibiscus tea calm and cardiovascular support. Just be mindful. Overbrew. Don't overload. And listen to your body. If one doesn't sit right, ease off and adjust. Create a habit, not just a trend. One tea won't change your health overnight, but consistent, daily rituals will. So ask yourself, are you willing to take 10 minutes a day to do something that could protect your blood vessels? Knowing which teas to drink is only half the story. How you brew them and when you drink them makes all the difference. First, Always use filtered water and steep your teas for at least 5 to 10 minutes. This allows the active compounds, like antioxidants, polyphenols, and flavonoids, to fully release. And don't rush. Let them cool slightly to avoid damaging sensitive compounds. Timing matters too. For blood sugar support, it's best to drink these teas after meals when your glucose levels are most likely to spike. Some people even benefit from a morning cup to kickstart insulin sensitivity for the day ahead. And remember, no sugar or artificial sweeteners. If you want extra flavor, try adding a squeeze of lemon or a cinnamon stick. It's not about drinking tea once and expecting miracles. It's about daily habits. 1 cup a day won't change everything, but 1 cup a day, every day, just might. Final thoughts on why this matters more than you think. You made it to the end, and that means you care deeply about your health. Not just for today, but for every day ahead. You've just learned about 3 simple, natural teas that can become powerful tools in your daily routine. Not pills, not fads, not expensive treatments, just nature, carefully chosen, backed by science, and respected by cultures for centuries. Let's quickly recap what you now know. Green tea, your antioxidant shield. It helps regulate blood sugar, boost metabolism, and support brain function. Cinnamon tea, the blood sugar stabilizer. It mimics insulin, reduces spikes, and adds a warm, soothing touch to your day. Hibiscus tea, the heart's best friend. It lowers blood pressure, fights inflammation, and protects your cardiovascular system. But here's the part most people forget. It's not just about what you drink, it's about the person you're becoming while choosing it. Every cup of tea is a small, quiet yes to yourself. A reminder that your health still matters, that you're still in control, that diabetes is part of your story, but not the whole story. So don't wait until your next doctor visit to care. Start today. Pick one of these teas. Brew it. Sip slowly. Feel what it's like to do something good for yourself, on purpose. Because when you take small steps consistently, the long-term changes come naturally. If this video helped you, let's stay connected. If this video gave you value, imagine what's coming next. We're just getting started on this journey, together. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free and it tells YouTube to show you more videos like this. And don't forget to tap the bell icon so you're the first to know when we drop new content. Thanks for watching, thanks for caring, and most of all, thanks for choosing you today. See you in the next one.